Hello. See you around.
We have no other life beyond our devotion to him. For the monolith!
He must be nearby.
It's time to move on to the next phase of the plan. We've pinpointed the Monolithians' HQ. If you can call it that. You know the drill. Skiff, the Monolith's leader is outside. He's fighting the ward.
No way. I just killed him.
Like it, Skiff. I, for one, savored every moment. The zone really tore the world asunder today.
You'd better explain why I had to kill the same guy over and over again.
They were illusions. Phantom doubles. Like those conjured by certain mutants. Who knows what other tricks the preacher has up his sleeve? Right now, he poses a greater threat to our cause than the Ward. Head over to STC Malachite and find Ozerski. He's a friend of Spark. He'll help us understand this tech and come up with a plan to tackle those devils.
The Dugat's a hell of a place. The howling wind, the tunes of clinging metal.
It's been a while. Is that new wallpaper? Where's Ozerski, Sarge?
Who issued your passes?
He did. All right, take it easy. We'll find the professor ourselves.
Freeze. This is a secure facility. No rookie stalkers allowed. Limited access, special permit required.
Does Korshinov's badge count as a special permit?
You're from the ward? Well, why didn't you say so? Come on in.
No meeting. What should have named the one that sucks blood? Gas is going. Just write down where the Stalker's going. Alright.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Professor Ozerski, the director of STC Malachite. If you intend to remain at the center, please avoid interfering with our work and treat all visitors with courtesy and respect. My colleagues frequently require Stalker assistance to retrieve artifacts or conduct field experiments. Should you prove yourself capable, you may be entrusted with such assignments.
I'm looking for information about the Phantoms. A monolithian called Faust conjured doubles of himself during a fight. I want to know how this is possible.
And I want to never have to hear about the subject again. But I suppose you're luckier than I am. The doubles you witnessed are induced illusions caused by psi influence within the Tau range. This Faust fellow appears to be employing older psi consciousness technology. Psi consciousness were the ones who extensively researched induced illusions and their impact on humans. Have you heard about the Wish Granter? That's their handiwork.
See consciousness. That rings a bell.
It was a faction of idealistic scientists from Project X. They aspired to cleanse the noosphere of the dark manifestations of human nature, to make the world perfect. However noble their intentions may have been, their execution was rather poor. In June 2006, a decade after the discovery of the noosphere, they tried to establish an unauthorized connection to it. The experiment spiraled out of control, leading to the emergence of the zone. It now serves as a warning about the perils of impulsive scientific endeavors.
Where can I meet the sea consciousness scientists? I need to learn more about their technology.
You're a few years too late. Sea consciousness ceased to exist in 2012 following the demise of all of its members. A stalker who goes by Strelok managed to reach the generators after deactivating the Wish Granter. Then he gunned down sea consciousness. Evidently, he didn't take kindly to being used as a guinea pig.
I want to know more about induced illusions.
I'm not entirely sure we still have any books with enough information here at the center. The Circa archives would come in handy here.
I got them after the signal. They're saved on this flash drive.
Oh, that makes it so much easier. However, analyzing these archives will require a considerable amount of time, and I take it you need answers as soon as possible. Fortunately, the X network is up and running again. There's an abandoned mirror facility nearby. It was used to study induced illusions until 2008. If you can restart it and reconnect the mirror to Malachite, I could look for the information you need.
What exactly do I need to do?
Two things. Activate the visual projection center and calibrate the communication antenna. Mind you, configuring the antenna might require specific conditions. The older the equipment, the harder it is to set it up properly. I advise you to find an operations manual for the facility's engineering team and follow its guidelines to the letter. Talk to you later.
Professor Ozerski says that my commitment to maintaining order stifles the flight of imagination. Well, flights are for airplanes. And in science, order is paramount. That's why I won't tolerate mess. No discounts, no let's make a deal, and certainly no I'll pay you next time. You pay, you get your goods, not the other way around. Is that understood? Good.
It's unusual to find a scientist behind a counter, rather than in a lab.
What's so unusual about it? I've got a degree in math. That's why Professor Ozerski assigned me to this post. STC Malachite is like a tumultuous ocean of scientific chaos. But I'm still trying to make a stand against it, even from here. For instance, nobody seems to care that neither Blizzard nor Lefty ever came back from their expeditions. By the way, do you think you could assist me with helping them?
Maybe I can help, but I need to know more.
Some might see me as a soulless bureaucrat, but I genuinely care about missing people, even if they went missing for the sake of science. First, there's Blizzard. He's a stalker who's been part of our team for a long time. He went to collect bone samples from bloodsucker victims, and we haven't heard from him since. I'm concerned. Second, Lefty and his group went to take sea radiation measurements. Shortly afterwards, he sent word they were in trouble. And then, they went dark.
Do you know where I can find Blizzard?
I believe he ventured to the outskirts of the industrial zone. It's a swampy area, a favored habitat for bloodsuckers. I warned him not to go alone, but he was always a bit stubborn.
Wait for it, guys. Here's a good one.
Where exactly was Lefty headed?
The Yantar area. We had an urgent need to measure the sea radiation there so we could try to understand it. Some individuals, such as Professor Ozerski, believe that Lefty's group can handle it on their own. But what if they can't? Especially given that I'm the one who sent them to take those measurements. If you find them, but they're already beyond help, try to retrieve the sea radiation data. It's of the utmost importance.
Fine. I'll do my best.
Excellent. I have forwarded the coordinates to your PDA. I'll be waiting for the good news. Or, well, any news at all.
Wait for it, guys. Here's a good one.
I'm sorry, bud. You got me out of a jam, Stalker. Thanks for that. I was trying to slip past without disturbing this beautiful creature, but it didn't work out. It's a damn shame.
What, are you feeling sorry for this monster?
What did it do wrong? It's a predator. It hunts to survive, builds its own nest, protects it if it has to. But when it comes to monsters, humans are the worst monsters out there.
You're alive, that's good enough for me. Take care.
Thanks for not walking on by. Let me send you a little something.
Need help. Repeat. We need help. We've got wounded.
Hello. Looking for some equipment, are you?
Blizzard was on the verge of being mauled by a bloodsucker, so I had to step in. Stalker's alive and well. I believe he'll be in touch soon.
That's fantastic news. I hope he makes it to Malachite safely. The samples he was after will aid us in developing new anticoagulants. Thank you for your valuable contribution to science.
Lefty and his group turned into zombies, so I had to put them down. Here's your Psi radiation measurements.
I warned them. I told them that Lefty and his men required assistance. But all I got was, calm down, they can handle it, just focus on your duties. But if the data has been recovered, at least Lefty's sacrifice wasn't in vain. Thank you for bringing it here. Well, I don't have any other work for you.
Victoria, come in. Can you hear me? The data from the field lab at the vehicle station. Ever since the emission, there are anomalies all over the place. I need help.
Skiff, please hold on. I know you've already done a great deal, but Trachuk wouldn't bother me without good reason. I'm deeply concerned about him. Something must have gone awry during his research. I'm not entirely sure what Trachuk was working on, but he once hinted that it could revolutionize life in the zone. Help him, please.
All right. I'll get to the bottom of this.
I don't know what kind of trouble Trachuk is in, but it sounds pretty serious. Be careful out there.
Your skiff, right? Vicky, I mean, Professor Doroshink said you would come. I really appreciate your help. So I left the flash drive in the field lab on the second floor of the vehicle station. I had to hide from an emission. When I came back, the station was full of anomalies. That drive contains priceless data. It took months to gather it all. I tried to get it myself and nearly died. I need the help of a skilled stalker. Will you do it?
What kind of data were you gathering?
It was a standard procedure. We were measuring anomalous energy levels over the course of an emission. It's white noise and static, usually. But I detected something strange once. What I'm saying is the data is unique, Skiff. So please help me get it back.
Okay. Doesn't sound too hard. You wait here, I'll bring you your flash drive.
Thank you. Vicky went to so much trouble procuring the necessary equipment for our observations.
ward. They're patrolling the area.
Careful, Stalker. Trachu told us everything. We know you have the flash drive. Give it to us, and you're free to go.
No, no! They'll steal my work! Skiff, don't do it!
Shut up! Hand over the flash drive, Stalker!
I'm not handing over anything.
Suit yourself. Gluya, fire!
I feel sick. This is a nightmare. Please, give me the flash drive. Trickster is waiting for me.
Who's this Trickster guy? I heard him over the radio.
He's my contact in Spark. I asked him for help to hide the data. I suspect that some of my colleagues work for the ward. If they find out what's on this flash drive, they'll take it from me and classify it.
Okay, I get why this flash drive is so important to you, but why would the ward want it?
This data isn't just a set of zeros and ones, Skiff. I've determined that every emission carries a piece of information from the noosphere, and I've learned to read it, so to speak. I've only managed to process a fragment of this colossal data set, but even so, I learned things. Horrible things. Things I wish I didn't know. Imagine what could happen if this information gets to the ward. It's too terrifying for words.
Here's your flash drive. Now hurry before the ward comes to check up on their patrol.
Thank you, Skiff. You've contributed to scientific progress and to making the zone a safer place.
Hello. Looking for some equipment, are you?
I helped Trachuk with his problem. After the emission, the vehicle station was hit by anomalies, and he left a flash drive with measurements there on his way out. I had to retrieve it.
Yes, Trachuk's already contacted me. That situation with the ward was rather unpleasant. If he isn't overstating the significance of his data, you've helped even more than you realize. Thank you. It was a pleasure working with you. It's always nice to meet a professional.